Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I hope you're having a good day. The video I tried to put in English yesterday was there was a technical error when I put it online, and my phone was so saturated that I couldn't. I had eliminated the video. I couldn't re-put it online, but I found a way to clear up my memory of my phone after 2 years of using it. I finally found to empty out the trash, and so now it's all. I should be able to do that. So I'm going to catch up today. I wanted to talk about different ideas. The first one is that we have to do the work within, and sometimes we are called to do work without, outside of us. But there is really this new renaissance that is coming. So we're going to have to assist the world in creating this renaissance. For me, I have to upgrade my book and to publish it. And when I work on my art, it's like it's an outside work, but it's connect me to the inside. I cannot forget about God when I create those paintings, and it's like I'm working with spirit. So you have to find a way to really clear up all those old memory, and to do this inner work. For the inner work is really the essential. But someday we are called to work on the external program. And so but if the external program gets you upset, then it doesn't serve you. So follow whatever you are called to do, and what you are called to work by your own heart. And but that call changes every day. It's like the Heraclitus said, the life is like a flame, but a flame is never twice the same. It always change, always show different facets. But know your your inner being is the center stage. So take joy in your work, take joy in your life. Just find a way to find this joy in your life. It is very essential because it is our life. So we have to make the choice of happiness and joy as much as possible. I'm going to pull a few cards to see what the angels want to. The past is family. The connection to our, for we all one family, but there are beings that we resonate with, and we have to find those beings that we resonate with. What we are now is success. Success is we already achieved that success. Now it's going to manifest outside, and the future is acceptation of the divine plan, of the highest joy, of the fulfillment of our destiny, of our abundance, of our health, our wealth, our happiness. What we're working on now is compassion. Today is a good day to find compassion, to assist the world in small ways sometimes. And the outcome is reparation. For now, it's like reparation, organization, and preparation. So it's going to be a lot of reparation, things that will need to be brought back into balance. For me in my personal life, it's obvious, but we all have things that we need to work on. So follow your highest joy, your highest passions, because if we choose to participate with lower energies, then it lowers our frequency. So it's maintain your frequency high when you're surrounded by. Never to seek to engage in conflictual situation. Always leave the stage before. The I Ching teaches us in the hexagram number 6, the conflict, that never to push a conflict to its end, to always stop halfway, because it's like it never serves anyone or anything. If people wants to believe, they're right. Let them believe whatever they believe, but do not get involved in that. For even in social gathering, if we have to do some, we have to do some gathering during the holiday, it's like we have to watch out not to be too surrounded by negative energies and people. So it's like it's better to spend time with a pet or with nature or by yourself even, than to be. Doesn't mean that we want to reject people that are on another frequency, but as we exit the matrix, it's like to return to the matrix, to address all those like political and health and like medicine and so on. So it's like very boring, and it's like yet you want to assist, to bring joy into the situation, but be selective, and sometimes it's okay to be by yourself if needed. And so but to find people of like mind, find people that are on the same frequency, to connect to our tribe, is very important at this time. And so for the toxicity is being drained out of us, and we have a lot of things. The physical body may resist it also at times, but it's time to relax, breathe, close your eyes, find your peace, your serenity, make this quantum leap there is never an emergency, and so you can relax. There's never any need to stress. Sometimes it's like the matrix is like trying to convince us that we need to stress, but for we have to create we have to mourn the separation from the 3D world. It served its purpose, but now and to have compassion for all those who are still in the matrix, for even the dark souls, those who are the humans that are puppets in the game of the dark. They're living in fear. We need to have some compassion for them. They're very afraid. They're afraid to be discovered by the population, and that is coming. The corruption is being revealed, but they're also afraid of their own hierarchy within their dark groups. And so those people are really living in fear. You can see them, you can sense it, you can feel it, and that's why they're continuing their programs. They always have a choice to return to the light, of course, but most of them will fight till the last man. It's like some of them are trapped as well. So try to have no judgment, but do not play those games. Protect your sovereignty. And for light workers, are really essential for them we have to be prepared to stay here during the time of transition. So it's not for us to decide whether it's time to leave our physical body and complete the ascension up there. Even if we do that, there'll still be challenges on the astral planes, but some people will be called to that. But it is our divine self that will make those decisions. It is not for us to decide when it's time to go. We'll go anyway. Maharaji, the teacher, used to say that you don't have to worry about death. The appointment is already set. So it's like when it's time, it's time. So enjoy your life and do not be afraid of anything like that. For death is a liberation. But for us, we need to prepare our physical body for this physical ascension, and we need to connect to everything, every thought we think, every emotion we feel is playing out in this collective matrix. So just as we raise our frequency, anything that we feel in the higher planes is contributing to the creation of this higher matrix. So feel the energy, connect to your heart, listen to your heart, and then you can also project your consciousness down at the center of the earth. And then when it's love and light energy that you send to this Mother Earth, to our Mother Earth, which is the one that gives us all that is. In the Greek philosophy, Gaia is the primal deity. She's the master maid. She governs over everybody else. And so you send that, you can commune and communicate with the earth, and it's assisting all of the surface realm just by centering and sending your energy down to the center of the earth, and then you bring the energy back to your heart. And then you leave your bodies at peace, and then you can send your consciousness, leave your body behind, and send your consciousness to the great central sun. You go through all the dimensions. And there was a philosopher named Plotin in the 3rd century who was getting into these mystic experiences, just as Socrates as well. And then he would return into this physical body and say, where does the darkness, the heaviness come from? And because he sees that up there, there is no shadows. And so he was trying to reconcile the philosophy of Aristotle and Plato. For me, I'm much more Platonician than Aristotelian. But it's like and then you can stay there as long as if you can leave your body behind. You can move your consciousness to those higher planes, and then that increases your own frequency. Every thought, every experiences, you don't have to hold on to spiritual experiences, but they're built in within that. And there is a great deal of so it's like you always have the possibility of connecting down and connecting up, and then this activation that meets in the heart from the higher planes to the inner center of the earth is a very powerful activator. I'm going to pull a few cards. Did I do that already? I'm not sure. I'm going to catch up on what I was saying yesterday. For the highest wisdom is the equitable being. It's about being fair, being balanced, being just, being calm. It's about allowing the balance to. For me, I know I will be asked to decide on many situations, to make it's not for us the ego. It is to allow the divine authority, the divinity of that we have within to be the channel for that balance, and to make those decisions, to be an arbiter on some situation. What we need to understand is the regeneration. There is a deep regeneration. We have to work on ourselves. For our physical body is made of trillions of cells, and each cell is an intelligent divine being. It's like it has its own consciousness, and it works cooperatively to create this whole physical body. But we can understand, the approach to that, we cannot imagine our consciousness going into trillions of cells, but we can isolate 4 cells: the physical cell, mental cell, emotional cell, and spiritual cell. Within each of all those cells, there is a single same DNA. Our DNA is the replica of the DNA of God. So when there is 100% activation, it is our God self. But right now there's only 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10% of this DNA that's activated. So imagine the DNA as a ladder. For we all different, we have different perception of that, but through your third eye, you envision this ladder and you climb it and you climb it and you climb it. It's very ecstatic when you reach the top. And there is all kinds of activation when you find the spiritual cell and you bring light to this DNA, it has an influence on the physical, and it brings the mental and emotional cells in activation all the way to the point where all the DNA is activated throughout every cell. Just if you can accelerate one strand of DNA within one cell, it will affect all of the cells within your body. So, and if you find a wall within that, then you bring a light ball and you dissolve the wall with this light ball. Call on your guides, call on your spirit, your higher self, your soul, your spirit guides, your soul family, the archangels, the masters, whoever you like. It's all just a sort of way. And so because within those cells there is some restrictive memory we need to liberate. And that creates the regeneration. What we need to do is approaching the precipice. There is decisions that we need to make, and the decision has to be peace and joy and happiness, whatever leads us to that. And the outcome will be the chaos and conflict. Everything that is no longer in harmony with the divine plan is going to blow apart, and so just the divine order will be restored. So just know that the matrix will continue to expurge all kinds of negative energies. So just tune into the peace that we have. Just focus on this divine light that you have in your heart, and that will protect you, that will guide you, that will support you, that will sustain you, that will regenerate you. This amazing love of God that we have within our heart, but the mental process sometimes prevents us from experiencing that. And do not fear vaccinated people, although they broadcast those nanoparticles, those extraterrestrial robots, in very minuscule robots. Your immune system is enough to fight it out and send violet fire all around you. It will assist them assist the people that are to transmute that. Some people will transmute it, and there is a key code. It's like return to sender. Whenever all the implants and nanoparticles that comes from this anorganic can be deactivated by this simple invocation, return to sender, with the violet fire. And so that is really something that because we live in a time that is some people believe that those vaccinations is like really assisting them. So in some sense it might. For the highest, we want to make the highest choice, and the highest choice is equal no temptation. Not the Master of Wisdom told me, no temptation equal peace of mind. Avoiding temptation equal peace of mind. For you, there is all kinds of authority that we do not want to submit to external authority, but we want to submit to the divine authority, to the presence of God within, to our guides that are the expression of the divine. We want to become the hands of God into this world. And so it's about for this spirit of God is a divine minister. The I am presence is the spirit of God that in service of each individual souls. And so for the spirit do not see the physical reality. They do not see that. They only see the inner workings of ourselves. So sometimes they're like, our consciousness is like, well, yeah, just do that. And they're like, well, he's true, he made that choice, or he didn't make that choice. But telepathy is going to be opening up more and more. We'll be able to utilize telepathy with of other human beings, with the dearly departed, with the galactics, with the spiritual. Everything is going to become a lot easier. And for every thought is considered as real by the spirit, even imaginary thoughts. So although we are protected and overseen by higher intelligence, for God is an equal opportunity employer. Right? It's like no matter where we are, what stand, what we chose to, what culture, what race, what religion, what social status, everything. God loves all His children equally. It's just we have chosen different experiences for our growth. We just need to accept. For those who do not, we all have to learn to accept that we deserve to have it all, and that the universe is capable of bringing us to that point. And for a lot of the suffering that's been presented in the media, there are some human souls that are suffering because they're chosen to balance out energy. But a lot of it is holographic projection to maintain the suffering. It's not you really human soul. It is staged, like the landing on the moon. The Stanley Kubrick, before he died, admitted that he was the realizer of that scene. He was felt a lot of guilt in relationship to that studio showcase of the. But anyway, it's just another story. For all incarnation are personal choices. We had the courage to choose a series of incarnation on this planet, and so it's like because we needed to be here to assist the collective in raising the frequency from within, huh? And so we have to accept the divine reality in our heart, the love of God within ourselves and within all beings. And we had to fulfill certain responsibility to realize our destiny. And always turn to God, to this great light, this an extension. We have the wholeness of God within ourselves, and it's the first source and center. You can turn your soul to the center of infinity and put your hands in your life in your capable hands of God. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for your donations. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. I'm going to start doing that because I'm going to have also responsibility. The painting behind me is a poem of Baudelaire. We can't really see it very well, but there's only one word to work. For this painting is showing the progress of the painting. It's completely finished. It is a painting of cosmology representing the center of infinity and the central universe, the seven super universe of time and space, and the future galaxies. Those are quite historically important paintings and for the future. This one is called Love Is All That Is. I don't know if they're not. Sorry, I was thinking my camera went reverse, but it's the painting that was upside down. It's not quite finished. This one is about the seven families of spirit beings. Moving very, very slowly. So this is another one. So those great families of spirit beings, there is the Paradise Trinity at the center, the Supreme, the Ultimate, the Absolute, the pre-personal spirits that are the I Am Presence, part of the pre-personal spirit, the deified beings, the super-personal beings, the transcendental beings, the finalitas, the supreme beings, the Trinity origin beings, the supreme spirits and the coordinate spirits, the families of the infinite spirit, of the higher personalities, the messengers of space, and the ministers of time, the angels, the supernaphem, the secondaphem, the tertiaphem, the omniaphem, the seraphim, the cherubims, and Sanoben, and the midway creatures, the courtesy colonies, the sons of God, paradise origin, the Michael, those are only those who are revealed. Michael, Avonal, and Denial, create the sons, the Michaels. Those are descending sons, and then from the local universe, the Melchizedek, the Varonandek, the Lanonandek, and the life carriers. Then there is the ascending sons and daughters of God that we're part of, and then there is the Trinitized sons of God, the permanent citizens of the universe, and the universe aids, and the power centers and energy controllers. I could make a conference on that, maybe someday. This is another painting on the grand universe that is progressing. I still have to work out a few details on this Paradise Center and the color of the arrows. Maybe some little details, but it's coming along. And those are paperworks I've been working on. I sell the paperworks a little bit cheaper. I think it's normal, but this is a poem of Charles Dickens. But it's the introduction to a book, The Tales of the Two Cities. I think it's done. I'm going to leave it like that. Maybe frame it on a black frame. This is the beginning of a new cosmology painting on paper, 65 by 50 centimeter. This one was a poem of Confucius, but on top of it there is a paradise, the paradise system. So the colors are not really worked out just yet, but I like the text behind it, and the colors is going to make it pretty, of course. But it's about symbolic to remind ourselves. Those paintings are very important because they assist us in turning our thoughts through our intention to the center of infinity, the paradise center. And this one is about the super universe. Another one just started. And this one is another about the super universe of Orvonton, but it's completely finished. This one is on canvas. Well, I wanted to come and wish you a good day. It is raining here. It stopped raining here today. So I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song that, it's an old song. So to sing it, it's a song that tells us that we can't always get what we want, but we always get what we need. Huh? It's like it's not easy to accept, but everything can open. The door will open when the right time, and it's opening now. So just be in your highest joy and be in gratitude for those things you've been asking for. It goes like this. I saw her today at the reception, a glass of wine in her hand. I knew she would meet a connection. At her feet was a footloose man. No, you can't always get what you want. No, you can't always get what you want. But if you try sometime, you will find you get what you need. And I went down to the demonstration to get my fair share of abuse, singing we're gonna vent out our frustration. If we don't, we're gonna blow out the 50 amp fuse. Sing it to me, honey. No, you can't always get what you want. No, you can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. I went down to the Chelsea drugstore to get your prescription filled. I was standing in line with Mr. Jimmy, and man, did it look pretty here. We decided we would have a soda, my favorite flavor, cherry red. I sung my song to Mr. Jimmy. Yeah, and he said one word to me, and that was dead. No, you can't always get what you want. No, you can't always get what you want. But if you try sometime, you will find you get what you need. I saw her today at the reception. In her glass was a bleeding man, and she was practiced at the art of deception. Well, I could tell by the blood stain in her hands. Sing it, you can't always get what you want. No, you can't always get what you want. But if you try sometime, you might find you get what you need. From songs of the Rolling Stones, Let It Bleed. For we always get what we need, huh? But eventually, we want to need what we want what we need, and then we get what we want. The card of the day is the success. Is reinforce this card of success, of victory. Call on the goddess of victory to anchor your victory. Say congratulations, you've done some really good work. It is time to move on to new things. Rewards, grants, or promotion. So it is all there. It is all given. It is all. We've done the work. Now it's about getting ready, preparation, reparation, and organization for the next step. Already be in the receptive mode and the gratitude and ready to make this quantum leap. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.